Fendo tech. Okay. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so this is the Eltnum tutorial 1.0. I don't know, I might do like a recorded version of this sometime later. But, so, short introduction of Eltnum. She is a mostly rushdown based character with really strong space control. Really strong horizontal control. Look at that range on her projectiles. And then she has a full screen projectile as well as ricochet shots that can cut off angles. Her dash is fast. She has a good dash block. Covers a lot of range. Her backdash is not that long, but it puts her airborne. And of course has invincibility just like everyone else. She has an average backdash. She's got some weird mobility options she can do. She has 2 dive kicks. One of them's a hit grab, one of them is a command grab. So I'm going to count those as one. So because one's a special with different versions. And then she has a normal dive kick with J2B. And she has very big stagger windows. I think definitely above average. Like that's a stagger. That's a stagger. You have so long to cancel. So, this character is somewhat high execution. Starting out, not so much, but once you get into the really nitty-gritty micro optimizations, she can get pretty hard combos. A reason I bring that up is because with this character specifically, not dropping combos is extremely important, and that sounds like common sense. But say, here, let me do this. Okay, good start. Dropping combos already. So you drop your ender, they tech out, now you have no bullets, and you have to find a spot to reload. And you can't even 236C to force a reload because you need a bullet to do 236C. So yeah, that's the basic outline of the character. Another thing about her is that her main meter usage is to convert off of stray hits from long ranges. She can't use meter to keep advantage, like someone like Hyde with EX Fireball or Wagner with 22C. She uses meter to kill and for conversions. I guess I'll talk about her Vorpal trait early because it's very important. The Vorpal traits, she actually has 2. And they're both extremely strong. I think she has the best Vorpal trait in the game. Some other characters have like, this has better frame data, this is safer on block, stuff like that. But hers are huge because the first one is that she can whiff cancel her A-normals into anything. Even into each other, which looks very silly. So she can whiff a 5A and then cancel it into anything. Same with 2A. And then her second one is new in this version. Anything that is special cancelable or EX cancelable is backdash cancelable while she's in Vorpal. So normally 3C, you can't rebeat out of 3C. Once you 3C, you have to commit to a special if you want to keep going. Otherwise, oh, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription, much appreciated. Sorry. So once you 3C, your pressure is down to a special, and you can get plus frames there, or you can backdash cancel it while you're in Vorpal. And this goes for specials as well. So you can backdash specials on block. She's still minus. I think less so, but You actually can't backdash cancel gunshots for whatever reason. I guess that's a weird rule, but 2-1-4s, both special cancelable, and I think it's worth noting that you cannot backdash cancel EX moves, so yeah. So that's her basic outline, her Vorpal trait, everything like that. Let's go into her normals. So 5A, her basic jab. This is a good normal because it is 5 frames. It is her fastest normal. And it also leads to a pretty good starter. It's much better than 2A, but we'll get there in a second. 5A is really good because, again, it's whiff cancelable while you're in Vorpal. It's 5 frames. It won't anti-air, and if it hits an airborne opponent, the only thing you can go into is 3C. At certain 5B won't work. 2B obviously won't work. 5C won't work. It's too slow. So you have to go into 3C and confirm from there. That's a big downside about her. Characters like Byakuya, Wagner, they can convert off of anti-air 5A hits. Yeah, 5A JA. You could do that as well. A little bit harder to hit confirm, but yeah. So that's your main option. You can go into a full combo from there. So 2A. 2A is her go-to. Well, I don't know. It's her fastest low, and it is chainable into itself. I don't know what the word for it is, but you can do multiple 2As. As you can see, you get 4 until they get pushed out without shielding. So there's that. 2A, 6 frames. It's a good low. Bad starter though, unless you have bullets and are in the corner. Let's go to the B normals. 5B moves her forward, which is nice for combos. You throw this normal out in pressure strings, use it as a frame trap. You don't want to like use it to whiff punish because 2B is much better at that, and 2B prorates the same as 5B. There's no combos that you get off 5B that you can't get off 2B. So yeah, it's basically a filler normal, but it's not too bad. 2B, this is her god button. Everyone talks about Eltnum 2B. Look how it keeps, I'm moving with him and I'm getting closer. That's how far it moves her forward. So yeah, it moves her forward a lot, has crazy range, leads into big damage. This is the button you want to go to. C normals. 5C is, it's got good range. It will not anti-air. It will lose to jump-ins. It's pretty good. IC 5C actually has crazy range. Look at that. That's like max range. IC 5C is a very important combo tool. We'll get into that later. But yeah, you wanna. It's good for block strings and stuff. And then 2C, another really strong normal. It's 2 hits. Both hits are low, so it'll catch people walking back. Crazy range. You can get a full combo from max range with resources. The only problem with it is it extends her hurt box like crazy, and it gets, since it's so slow and has a really long animation, it gets blown up by assault or other jump-ins. Here, let's see if I can demonstrate how far this moves her hurt box forward. Let's see if we can get a good idea. Let's set him to EX a sim. Where is it? There it is. Oh, that's... Oh, whoops, I'm reading it the wrong way. There we go, okay. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Let's have like a plus frame. No, not that far. No? Okay. I don't know, like, it would probably grab me from like here. So let's see. I don't know what the best way to do this is. But yeah, it has a crazy long hurt box. Let's see. I want to show this off, but I don't know what the best way to do it is. Yeah, I don't know. Switch characters to enemy L. You gourd. Yeah, that works. Thank you. And then I'll just set the dummy recording. Okay. Wait. Hold up. I want you to jump first. And then 2C. Okay. Yeah, look at that. There we go. We're just getting started. You haven't missed anything huge. I just went over an overview. We're going to the normals now. But yeah, look at that hurt box. That is one of the worst problems about the move. Look at that. That is one of the biggest problems of the move, is the huge hurt box it has. So be careful when you're throwing it out, because it will grab you, or you can get hit from very, very far away. Even though she's not over there, she's just using her whip, but yeah. So yeah, be careful when using 2C in neutral like that. It's easy to call out. Alright, and then so from there we have 2 command normals. We have 6B, which is our overhead. It can be charged. So let's show some things about 6B. So 6B cannot be canceled or rebeated on block. See, I'm pressing all the different buttons. The only thing you can do is special cancel it. On hit, you can do whatever you want. You can chain out of it just like any other normal. The charge version though is rebeatable on block. So that's a plus of it. 6B is 26 frames. I think the IC version or the charge version is 30. And the charge version is actually one of her best starters. It gives you crazy damage on hit in the corner. So yeah, that's her overhead. It also low profiles at a certain point. I'm not sure which frames it is. I know it low profiles enough to make a Kotsky DP whiff at a certain timing. So that's something to keep in mind. I know the charge version has much better low crush properties. Or yeah, sorry, not low profile, it low crushes. So yeah, and then her last normal, well besides dash normals, we'll get to those, is 3C. This is your anti-air button. It's not the best. It gets the job done most of the time. Frame 26 to 34 low crushes. Thank you. So yeah, 3C is your anti-air button. It can be charged. Charging it changes the properties a little bit. It has more hit stun. It launches them higher, maybe? Let's see. Does it launch them higher? It does not. Okay, so it just changes the hit stun, and I think it increases the block stun. So this is what a 3C normally looks like when you hit it. See, they tech out in the air. I see starter is a soft knockdown, so you can combo off of it without jumping. If you want to non-counter hit confirm off the air or off 3C, you have to jump. You don't use IC 3C to anti-air though, because it takes too long. It's too slow. So yeah, on counter hit though, on counter hit 3C will do the same thing as the charge version. So yep, that's your anti-air. Next we'll go over her dash normals. So 6C is an overhead. It is -5 on block, so characters with 5 frame normals can punish it with a full combo. Everyone else can throw punish it. You don't want to throw this out in neutral. The second hit is an overhead, but it's very telegraphed. She goes into the air pretty high, and it's very slow. So yeah, it's mainly a combo tool. You don't want to use it in neutral. 6-6B is different. 6-6B is also -5 on block, but depending on the spacing, they can be too far away to punish, and you can also special cancel it on block. And it also puts her airborne. So one of the uses of 6-6B, for characters that have a command grab reversal. Oh, whoops, I have to switch characters first. My bad. Alright, crystal action. So, for characters that have a command grab reversal, like Carmine, his only reversals are Veil Off, of course, and command grab super. So, if you get a knockdown, if you do a meaty 6-6B, the only thing he has to Veil Off to get a successful reversal, because 6-6B puts you airborne, and you get a full combo off of it. So, it's very good in matchups like these. Another good use of it is, again, Carmine's a good example. So you can cancel it. Let me set them to block. Sorry, I'm in the wrong section. Same with Gordo. So Gordo also has he has other reversals. So that does work against EX Assimilation, but if he Grim Reapers or 2-2Cs, it'll beat the meaty 6-6B. So another use of 6-6B is to keep pressure. So while it might be -5 on block, and you can get punished for it, you can cancel it into J214A, which is plus at this height, and then continue pressure, because that's plus frames. You can also get really cheeky and do J214B, which is a command grab out of it. But you gotta be careful about this against characters that have a 5-frame normal, because they can jab you out of it. So oops, I must not have recorded that correctly. Alright. Okay, let me set the dummy to do that. That'll be easier. Oops. Hello? Hello? Alright, is it actually gapless? Okay, it's actually gapless, I guess. Okay. If they delay it too long, you can jab them out of it. I actually had no idea. Yeah, I'm mashing and... Okay, so I guess that is actually gapless. What about if I'm crouching? Will that make a difference? No? Okay, never mind. Disregard that. I learned something today too. Look at that. This is a stream where we can all learn. Alright, so that covers her normals, or her ground normals at least. Let's go into her air normals. So JA, and I'll leave JA for last actually, because it actually has a lot of different uses. JB, just combo filler. It will hit standing opponents when you assault. If they're crouching, it'll go over them and you can like fake a grab, but if they react to the assault and stand up, you're gonna be in a not so good situation. JB is just mainly for combos. You're not gonna use it very often. JC though, this is a very good button. Look how big that button is. You can charge it. Of course it hits high even when charged. So it has good range. You don't want to throw out the charge version willy-nilly, because if they shield it, you are very, very screwed. There's a very bad situation. They can get you with a very big punish. So be careful when you're throwing out the charge version. There's a good use for it though, outside of combos. It's mainly a combo tool, but let me show you some cool stuff that you can do with it. So against Wagner, let's go in the corner. Let's say the Wagner player decides to wake up ADP. And then cancel into J236C. Oops. You can. Whoops, I deleted the recording. Okay. Let's set a reversal. Okay, so you see the ADP. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me set it to guard because it changes the timing. There we go. Okay. So assuming they don't cancel it on the third hit, which makes it a true block string, you can do. Oops, so it's too late there. Too late. So you should be able to react to the super flash and do it. Maybe I think I'm just messing it up because I'm bad, but you can jump back JC and do a full combo. Oops. Well, then I'm screwed, Red Blade. Then I'm screwed. So full combo there into whatever. So there's that for, that's some little bit of tech with ICJC. Can you air throw it? Let's see. I don't think so. Oh, whoops, it turned off. Let's see if you can air throw it. No. Whoa, air throw CVO. Alright, that's, I'm gonna save that. I'll look that up later. That's not what I'm looking for here. But yeah, that's JC. Mainly, it's your main jump in. It's a combo tool when you charge it, etc. So that leaves JA. JA is, oh, and her dive kick too. So she has a dive kick. It's J2B. She can charge it. The charge version is mainly a combo tool, but it is plus on block, or it can be. Depending, it all depends on height, shield, whatever, you know. So she has a dive kick. So yeah, she's got a dive kick. It does dive kick things, you know. And then let's go to JA. So JA has a couple of different uses. Of course, her Assault JA CS, very strong overhead, one of the fastest in the game. It's just like Wagner's, just like Phonon's, etc. So there's that. This is one use of JA, is Assault JA. But if they block it, you're punishable. They can grab it, whatever. So you gotta be careful when you use it. Other than that, there is, so this is one of my this is like one of the best uses of JA, and that is when you're in a CS situation and you're both doing nothing. You're both in a neutral state after CS. So in that kind of situation, a lot of players will go to grab, they'll throw out a normal, or they'll like dive kick, right? But with JA, since it's so much faster than dive kicks, in a post-CS situation, you can rising JA into J2B and get a full conversion. So I'm not going to program the dummy to do the CS and everything because that'll take too long, but it doesn't matter if they're airborne or on the ground, rising JA into J2B leads to a full combo, and then on the ground as well. So that beats that beats throw, it beats dive kick, beats some lows on certain characters. So it's a very good tool. Rising JA into J2B. All right. That's all of her normals. I guess I'll talk about her force function as well in this section. So her normal force function looks like this. Wall bounces. It's pretty useless, honestly. Now, charged force function has some cool stuff. So what force function allows you to do, you can cancel into it out of specials or out of normals. And then you can, from there, the first hit at least, so right there, you can cancel it into anything that you haven't used yet in that string. So you can cancel your normals into a special, into force function, into another special, or you can even do normals into a special, into force, IC force function, into back into normals. So you can get in, oops, and then transition back to normals. So I think she's the only character that once she's committed to a special in a string, in the same string she can go back to normals using force function. So yeah. Other than that, 421B into force function is a good way to get you in during block stun or block strings. And then yeah, so you can get in with the movement from 421B, and then you can cancel into force function and then go back to normals to keep up pressure. I'm not sure if you can cancel or hit her out of 421B and then force function. Okay, you can, but it trades. I don't know if she gets anything off of it. Yeah, it looks like she doesn't get a combo, but it'll trade. Oh, okay. Alright, I also just learned something new. You can 5C off of it. So, 421B, force function. But you can just 2C off of it. So yeah, if you mash there, you get a combo. Or if they mash there, you get a combo. So, man, we're all learning today. Look at that. So, it's a frame trap. It's a pressure tool. It's good stuff. Just remember, it costs grid to use. So yeah, force function. It also, some other cool things about it. In the corner, if you do that string, and they say up back, say they up back during the 421B and it catches their jump start up or something like that, it'll auto confirm like that, and you can go into a full combo. So yeah, that covers all of her normals, and now we get to go on to her special moves. So I'm gonna cover her 236 series first. Very iconic 236 ACS, you know the drill. Let me turn off reverse selection. So 236A, it's 11 frames, crazy range, it's instant. It's not like a fireball where it has to travel. It is instant. And with CS, she gets a full combo. So at this range, 236 ACS, you run up 2C, full conversion. It's a great starter. You can do basically any route off of it. This is one of her best tools and best ways to use Vorpal is 236 ACS. It's 11 frames again. At this range, having a move that's only 11 frames is insane. If you're at max range and you want to confirm off of 236 ACS, you don't have enough time to dash up far enough to get close enough where you can do 2C into JC, so you just have to do something like this. And then we'll get into this stuff later, the combo theory and everything. But yeah, 236A, very good. 236B is the one where she fires 3 shots. So it's basically the same thing. It's more minus on block. It's -7 without bullets. I should mention 236A is -4 on block without bullets. So yeah, it's this 236B is 13 frames, so it's 2 frames slower than 236A, but she shoots 3 bullets and it gives you more time to hit confirm into a special or into a super, get a full conversion. And then 236C, full screen laser, you get a combo off of it. It wall bounces. One of the uses of this is it'll punish Merkava's 214A from anywhere on the screen on block. I'm not going to take the time to show it, but if you ever block the grabby arm, the 214A, and you have a 100 meter, you can punish it from anywhere on the screen into a full conversion. So that's a very good use of it. No, don't tell them. So tied to 236 is the charge bullets, the ones everyone hates, the ricochet shots. So charge 236A is this one. It has 3 bounce points. One right in front of her, one at the ceiling, and then one around full screen. And then the B version covers the gaps that the A version leaves. So using the combination of those two, you can basically throw a move onto anywhere on the screen at any time you need to if you can read their movements. So yeah, again, full combo on non-counter hit using meter, but the juicy part of 236 or the charge bullets is when you get a counter hit with them. You can dash up and do a full combo from anywhere. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's a great starter. It uses a bounce, but yeah, being able to combo off of a move you hit at full screen is very privileged. So yeah. And then of course the B version, same thing. Oops, I missed my dash. So yeah. Also, another good thing about B is the B version is that it shoots up, so it'll anti-air. So if you do a string and they've been assaulting out of your strings a lot, if you throw one of these in there, it's also, if you have enhanced bullets, it's plus on block. If they try to assault, they get shot out of the sky and you get a full combo. Alright. So next we're going to talk about the 2-2 series. So 2-2A, 2-2B, 2-2C. So 2-2A. On counter hit, this is her best starter. She has a practical 7.2 or 7.2k combo off of this with full resources. If you ever block a DP, start a combo with this. It tumbles on counter hit. You can link 2C, you can do anything you want. And that's her best starter in the game. It's also useful for... Yeah, unless on Batista. Batista can't be counter hit, so you can't do those. Another use of 2-2A is confirming off of 6B in the corner. 2-2A is +5 on hit, so you can link 5A afterwards. And then go into a combo from there. This allows you to get better combos off of 6B without using other normals. Something like this. But yeah, this is in the corner. You ever 6B, you want to do a 2-2A after. It's -1 on block. So if they have a 5-frame move, oops, I didn't set the guard. If they have a 5-frame move, you got to be careful about trying to take your turn after, because it is -1. But against a lot of characters, if they don't have a 5-frame move, you can even push your advantage off of 2-2A. So then that moves us on to 2-2B. 2-2B, she dumps 5 bullets into the ground, mainly used for combo enders, but it is +8 on block. Yeah, +8 on block. So if you're having trouble opening them up, you want to extend your pressure, you can... Oh yeah, let's send them to jump on reversal. So yeah, +8. Uses 5 bullets, but you're super plus. Yeah, that is +8. Yeah, I don't know why, but it costs, you know, almost half of her bullets. So she only has 13. I guess it's, you know, it's somewhere in between a half and a third. 5/13. So yeah, that is +8. You use it at the end of combos, which we'll get into later, of course, but good immediate use, or a good thing to cover here, is again with 6B. Mid-screen, if they block your 6B, or so say you do 6B, 2-2B mid-screen, you can combo off this. It's not the best route. It doesn't do a ton of damage. Oops, I missed my dash. It's not the best route. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's very safe. And if they block it, you're +8. So yeah, mid-screen I almost always do 6B, 2-2B. So yeah, there's that. And of course 2-2C, it's her reload. It's Gears of War style active reload. You want to, when you hit 2-2C, moves the bar across, and you gotta hit any other button besides D. When the bar hits into the gray area there, you get a perfect reload, and that's how you get your enhanced bullets. The precious enhanced bullets. If you reload while you're full, she just checks the clip. Not a ton of use. You can use it to bait, I guess. I've seen Sonaru bait a Seth 623C from full screen using it. He just reloads from full screen, or near full screen, and the Seth 623C is on reaction, and he's able to block in time. I guess I should mention, if you run out of bullets, if you try to use a move, so say I have 3 bullets here. If I use 236B, uses 3 bullets, we're fine. Now I have 0. I gotta reload. If you try to use a move that, when you have no bullets or requires more bullets than you have, this is what happens. Look how minus that was. It's got to be at least like -20. It's a free punish. Even if they tech out of the air, they should be able to punish you, so you got to be careful with when you're counting your bullets. Alright, from there, let's go into her 214 specials. So the Etherlight Ground. A version's pretty quick. Let me see exactly how fast. Where's it at? So it is 13 frames. It's a low, which is very nice. So it'll catch people walking back. There is a very, very hard link off of it with Microdash 2B. I got it there. Pretty sure it's a 1-frame link on most characters. I think certain characters it's easier to do it on, but it's not super practical just because of how hard it is to get consistent. But that is a meterless option there. The more consistent option for a combo off of this is to just EX cutting sync and do a full combo. The B version is, let's see, B version is 18 frames. It's a longer range, but it is not a low. And then to come off that, you go into the C version directly. So, the C version is used for hit confirming, or conversions, I should say, not hit confirming. So, at a max range 2C range, you do something like 2C, IC5C, 214B, 214C, which I'll show here. And that's how you can combo off that range. Yes, B version has they both have a pretty high vertical hitbox, so they can catch upbacks, definitely. So yeah, there's not much to talk about these. They're pretty standard. You use them for conversions or to catch people walking back. They got good range, decently quick. Again, 13 frames, 18 frames, and the C version is how many? It is 10 frames. So the C version is very quick. 10 frames to start up. You can actually use the C version to blow up fireballs. If they throw a fireball, you can react to 236C, and it's extremely disjoint. So it'll grab them under the fireball, and you can get a full combo off of it. Alright, so 623, her DP, ADP, BDP, CDP. So ADP is not invincible, but it is 5 frames startup, and it is special cancelable or CS cancelable on block. So you can do something like that. It is minus. Let me turn off the selection. So it is minus still. They can mash, but it's safe. So yeah, ADP shenanigans. You either love them or you hate them. It's like -2. I think it's more than that because Gordo can like just 2C it no matter what you do afterwards. BDP is invincible. She has a meterless DP. It's not the best in the game. It loses invuln as soon as she leaves the ground. Obviously very punishable on hit or on block. But she has a meterless DP, which is very nice. Very nice thing to have in this game. C version, only use is that it's 3 frames of startup. It's the fastest reversal in the game, tied with Wagner's CDP. So it'll beat a lot of safe jump setups if they don't have the proper ones for 3-frame reversals. So yeah, that's her DP. Not much to talk about, I guess. Oh yeah, ADP, you can CS cancel and do whatever. And then, alright, so next is 421, or Cutting Sync. This is the A version, this is the B version, and of course the C version, very infamous. The A version is just a dash. It's 30 frames total. It can switch sides, and it's projectile invuln past frame 4, I think. So it's tricky. You can do tricky cross-ups if your opponent's sleeping. It's basically almost unsafe. They can almost always mash out, or you're at least always minus. You're never plus when you cancel a normal into this because it is 30 frames duration. So, but yeah, it crosses up. If your opponent's sleeping, if you can condition them to block, you can do some tricky stuff with that. Yeah, it can be thrown as well. It's not throwing Vuln. It's like Chaos's. I think Chaos is his force functions the same way. So yeah, the A version, you can go through fireballs. It's very useful in the Batista matchup, actually. But yeah. There's also the B version. So the B version moves her forward. It's projectile invuln during the first dash. I'm not sure if it's the same frames as the A version. But the B version moves her forward and then she kicks. So this is a big combo tool, but you can also use it to get yourself in. For block strings, so like something like that, right? It's also worth noting that you can cancel the B version on block into other specials. You can't cancel it into normals. You can cancel it into other specials and force function. So you can do something like that, or something like, all right, now I'm +8. So we're far apart. I'm in your face, and now I'm +8. Something like that. Is it invuln against Batista's laser? Yeah, but it's more useful against the fireballs in that matchup. The laser is very hard to react to and properly dash through it. But one of the best things is it actually goes through Batista's C-ball clean. You can just go right through it if they throw that out. So yeah, that's Cutting Sync. Oh, wait, I didn't cover the C version. So the C version is full, let's see, it's full invuln, like frames 1 through 3, and then in frame 4 it becomes throw vulnerable, but it's still strike invuln. So basically, this is your go-to reversal. Mainly because, I guess, you can combo off of it. So it is a completely invincible reversal that you can combo off of, akin to Merkava. She doesn't get much damage off of it. She struggles to break 3k. But yeah, it's an amazing tool. So yeah, that is Cutting Sync. Alright, and then her last special is J214 ABC. So it's called Slide Air. This is the A version, this is the B version, this is the C version. So the A version's a hit grab. It's EX cancelable on hit. No combo. The B version is a command grab, so it's some guard. So the block B version is a command grab. It's not EX cancelable, but it is CS cancelable, and that's the only way to get a combo off of it. With both of these moves, the default when it hits is she goes behind. She switches sides, but if you hold forward, she'll stay on the same side. Yes, I will go over her CVL routes, yes. I wouldn't use 4-2-1 to approach Hilda necessarily. You still want to just dash block in that matchup. I'm going to put the VOD up on YouTube later, don't worry. So yeah, if you hold forward after doing slide air, any version, you will stay on the same side. And then this is what the C version looks like. That's just normal. You can switch sides after every hit. Except for the first one. The first one always goes behind her. So yeah. The main use of this move is... Well, first of all, it's plus on block. I think it's always plus on block. I think a minimum of +2. Like, that was a true block string. So yeah. So it's plus on block. But the main use of it is if you don't have any bullets and you get a hit and you're struggling to find a way to get a knockdown, you can do this. If you end in this super, let me set her to reversal action. You can reload and get a meaty off of that super. It causes a long enough knockdown. So it's just another way to get a knockdown, basically. Alright, so that's slide air. That is all of her specials. So let's talk about her pressure and how to keep pressure, how to rush your opponent down successfully. So first of all, let's talk about some go-to strings. So a go-to string every Eltnum player should know is 5A 2C. And the reason it's so good, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, when you're in Vorpal, obviously you can whiff cancel. Oh, where's backdash? Backdash. I skip over it. Backstep, there we go. You can whiff cancel it into 2C, and 2C is very good at catching backdash. So, if your opponent tries to backdash, or tries to just press any button, obviously this is a meaty, right? So this 5A is hitting meaty, but they're backdashing, so they're invuln and they're getting away. But I'm whiff canceling into the 2C to catch them. This is one of the reasons this is such a good string. Especially, or mainly only when you're in Vorpal though. Another good thing about it is it's also a good starter, but it is a frame trap naturally. So I'm having her do a 5-frame move, 5A 2C, it frame traps. I'll put it up on when I upload it to YouTube, I'll post on Twitter. The video. I'm actually not. I think you can try to find my YouTube, but I don't know how well it's gonna go. It should just be magnets. But I can't tab out or anything else, so I'll break everything. Sorry. But yeah. So yeah, 5A 2C. This is your go-to string. Yeah. Some other, again, like. So the thing about Eltnum is, of course, like most other characters in this game, her strings are super freeform. You don't want to do the same thing every time. So just let me turn off. So using her super long stagger windows, you can get really creative with how you're doing pressure. The thing is, you want to keep one of your A normals to whiff cancel, so you don't find yourself in a bad situation. So another good thing is 2A, 2B sets up a Kara grab. So 2A, 2B pushes her back. If I try to grab, I can't. Kara grab grabs it. So that's pretty useful. I guess a good way, you don't want to do it all the time, but a bad habit I see a lot of Eltnums do is they'll end their string every time. They'll always end their string in 3C, 2A to try to frame trap, right? Hello, Wool. Oh, you found it. Cool, thank you. So this is a good way to... Oh, geez, I just got a notification that someone subscribed to my YouTube. I hope that's not showing up. I hope that goes away. Please go away. Alright, hold on. I gotta get rid of this. Sorry if the stream breaks momentarily. Alright. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, I set it to computer. Okay, so 3C, 2A. This is a good, you can use this sparingly. It's a good frame trap, of course, because 2A on counter hit is your best starter in the game. How would you Kara throw off a 2A, 2B pressure? So you do 2B first, and then 2A. And then Kara throw is 6 Plink AD, 6B Plink AD. You want to look at the inputs there. So you're basically canceling a dash into a throw. That's how you Kara throw in this game. Besides that, you just want to make sure you leave an A normal. Remember to use everything. And especially, sorry, I'm stumbling over my words here. Once you have bullets, oh, I forgot to go over this. So once you have enhanced bullets, it changes the frame data on your gunshots, or most of them. 2A, 2B, unaffected. Still -1, still +8, still same startup, everything. 236A goes from -4 to +1. This is +1. And then 236B goes from -7 to -2. Hey, thanks, Swan. Thanks for hanging out. And then it also affects ricochet shots. So startup of a ricochet shot with enhanced bullets is about 4 frames faster. It's hard to kind of see it, but it also recovers faster. So this A shots go from here. I have the. So A shot goes from 24 frames to start to 21 frames. And this first hit, that initial hit, goes from -4 to +3. The second hit goes from 0 to +7. And the last hit goes, or I guess that's the top hit, right? I don't see how that would be affected. But the last hit goes from +4 to +11. So it changes her ricochet shot frame data a lot. More subscribers. Thanks for the YouTube subs. I don't use it often, but I'll throw this up on there for sure. Hold on, sorry guys, let me turn off Chrome notifications for YouTube. Where do I do this? I don't know where to do this. Alright, whatever. I guess we'll just deal with it. Sorry about that. We're gonna hear the... Every time someone subs, it's gonna play the alert sound. Just don't sub to my YouTube channel. It's not worth it anyway. But yeah. So I was talking about frame data on ricochet shots with enhanced bullets. So your go-to string of 5A 2C, at least in the corner, now goes to 5A 2C, the first hit, into charge 236A. This string is ridiculous, and let me tell you all the reasons why. First of all, on block, that's +3. I am +3 this close to you. I can do literally anything. Second of all, you might think, oh, they can just DP after they see the gunshot start up. They can still DP in between 5A 2C, right? But that's gapless. First hit of 2C into charge 236A is gapless, and they have to hold that. So that's +3. Now you may be, the only problem with this is if they shield this, if they shield the gunshot, it's 0, right? Because shielding removes 3 frames of block stun. So now, all of a sudden, say they shielded it, now we're 0. Now the way most people shield it is they'll green shield on the second hit. So I gotta switch to Eltnum. If it's gapless, it isn't a frame trap. Yeah, 5A2C is the frame trap. The 2C into the charge gunshot is not a frame trap. So let's see. So I'm gonna set the dummy to do. Oops. Okay. So the most easy way to punish this is to, or to shield the 236A is to green shield 2C, right? But if you call that out, this is what they can do, or what you can do. Like that. So you cancel them to 421A, and you can grid break them if they are consistently doing that. So there's that. Oh, hold on, I lost my notes. Alright. Okay, from there. Oh, sorry, tapped out again on accident. So from there, more pressure tools would include. We talked a little bit about this earlier, but I can go a little more in depth now. With 421B, which gets you in, and force function, charge force function, the first hit. So you can literally, you can do, like, you can create some crazy chains using the combination of the two, because 421B again lets you cancel into specials or force function. You can even do, when you get charge bullets or enhanced bullets, you can do, alright, now you're plus, or you can do something like that, or you can do something like that. So using 421B in combination with force function allows you to extend your pressure, but you got to be careful. You don't want to be too obvious with what you're doing or do the same thing over and over again, because again, you don't want to, there's a lot of gaps there where people can call out stuff. This charge force function used to create more block stun for the follow-ups. Normal force function isn't cancelable on the first or the second hit, so you have to charge it and you can cancel the first hit. So that's how you want to use it. And then another way to get plus frames is 66B 214A. This is plus. So in summary, for pressure, Eltnum has very easy access to plus frames once she has enhanced bullets. With this being +3, 236A being +3, 66B 214A is plus. It varies depending on height or depending on character. And then 2-2B is always +8, no matter what. So yeah, she has a lot of ways to get plus frames. You just got to be careful with your bullet management. Alright, so from there, I guess we will move into combo theory. So Eltnum has a very, very complex combo theory. We're still trying to optimize everything. And once you try to move into the more advanced stuff, it requires a lot of knowledge of a lot of routes, and it becomes very complicated. Yes, reloading is completely muscle memory. If I wasn't looking, I could probably get it 9 out of 10 times. I wasn't looking there. You can't tell, but just trust me. So I guess a basic, I think this is one of her missions, you know, baby's first Eltnum combo. Something like that, right? So something I see a lot of Eltnums struggle with when they're starting out, anyone who's in the Discord, I'm sure you've seen this, is how do I do JB, JA, JC into 6-6C? Like this. Oops. Let's do it. Like that. How do you do that? So you want to wait. You want to wait to hit JB until you're at the peak of your jump, and then just hit the buttons after that, and then you buffer the dash input for 6-6C before you hit the ground, and then press C when you land. Oops. Yeah. So yeah. Her combo theory is pretty hard to cover in a video like this, or a tutorial like this, but I will go over some basic stuff. We're still working on a good combo doc. There's one out there, but it's very outdated. If you want to learn good combos, Trill on Twitter, I think he's at MOTAKSHI, something like that. Motakshi. He has a Twitter moment full of a lot of good Eltnum combos. I have some on my Twitter, and there's an old doc, but personally, my favorite way to learn combos is just watching players match footage. So definitely there's plenty of match footage of me playing that you can grab combos from. But let's go over some basic stuff right here. So for basic Uni-L combos, let's go over those. These are the ones that are probably the easiest to do. So that's a simple combo you can do off of a 2A starter. Doesn't work on Hyde, Hilda, or Line. Yeah, is that Trill's Twitter moment? Thank you. Thank you for linking that. And then, so this is what you want to do off of an A starter or worse. Like multiple A starters. Whoops. So you can do up to 3 2As into 2C and still have this route work. Sorry, I feel like I'm not very good at explaining different parts of combo theory. I feel like it's hard to put into words. It mainly is just something that comes from playing the character a lot and getting familiar with how her combos work and what you can do off of what, but I will do my best to show what I can here. So the B route, the B combo route is something like this. Again, this is the basic Uni-L old ass combo. That's it. So the thing is now, so this combo works off of basically any starter that is better than an A starter. This is a good bread and butter to get down. So let's see. So it'll work off of like 236 ACS. It'll work off of like a counter hit 3C. Oops. Something like like that. It also works off of like a counter hit ricochet shot, although you gotta be careful that you used one of your bounces. So you gotta do that ender. So whenever you have 2 bounces left at the end of a combo, like in this one. Oops. You can do 2-2B, 6-6C, 2-2B, 6-6C, reload. When you only have 1 bounce left, like in this situation. So my bounce, 1 bounce was initially used there off the counter hit. So now I have to do 2-2B, micro dash, 2C, 2-2B, 6-6C, reload. Yeah, Trill has a bunch of different routes on his Twitter. So yeah, let me go into a more advanced route. So this is something you'd expect from a Unist. This is more of a Unist combo than the ones I was just doing. So this is my go-to non-enhanced. It works with enhanced as well. 2B combo for mid-screen. There you go. Good damage, good corner carry. It's got all the stuff. But once you get into enhanced bullets, actually this combo I'm about to do doesn't work on Eltnum. Let's put it as someone else. Oh wait, it doesn't work on Gord either. You gotta edit it. You gotta change a little bit for those characters. So here's a more advanced enhanced bullet 2B starter combo. So you can do something like that. For corner combos, Trill has a lot of 2B starter combos on his channel or on his Twitter moment, but you can do something like this. And since you're in the corner, you can do a 3C, 2-3-6B to knock them down, and then I guess I should sorry, there's so much to cover here. I'm getting it all tangled up. So you know how when you only have 1 bounce left at the end and you want to dump bullets so you can get as many enhanced bullets as possible, you have to do the micro dash 2C in between the 2-2Bs, right? In the corner, you can, if you have no or only 1 bounce left, you can just do 2-2B, 2-2B, 6-6C, and then get your reload. Basically, her combo theory comes down to you want to dump as many bullets as possible and end in a hard knockdown that allows you to reload and keep pressure. Yes, okay, good. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. On Line, it's possible to do it on her, but I don't recommend it because it is very hard to do. See how she falls out? Let's see if I can actually get it. Oh wait, I think that was just using an... Alright, let me make sure all my bounces are gone. Alright. Yeah, it's too hard. So, let's go into the next ender then from here. I guess that's a good segue. I'm sorry the combo theory section was pretty trash. It's hard, there's just so much information that it's hard to put into one. I guess some other things I should cover are conversions off of straight hits. So, say a 2-3-6 B starter into a EX confirm, like this. This is the kind of combo you want to do. Yeah, Eltnum combo theory definitely needs its own video. I was actually thinking of... I have a bunch of stuff recorded. I just have to put it all together and make it nice. So expect that in the near future. But what are the order of starters for worst to best, or vice versa? 2A is the worst. 2AAA is the absolute worst. B normals, both B normals are the same. 5C is a very good starter for specific corner combos. The best starter, no doubt, is counter hit 2-2A. Here, let me just show you guys something real quick. just turn off Line because she's cursed. Let me show you how good of a starter 2-2B is. Or counter hit 2-2A is. Back up. I messed it up. Hold on. Hold up. But yeah, just look how fast the damage is adding up. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, I'll get to this later. I'll get to this later. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So yeah, and then something like a far 2C confirm, you want to do something like this. Spend the meter. Whoops. You spend the meter and then you can go like that. Blah blah blah. Basic stuff. Off of this, cutting sync with J2B, so you land faster, go into a standard combo. This is really basic Eltnum combo theory. Again, the best way to learn, right now at least, is just watch matches of Eltnum players and copy what they do. I'm sorry that there's not a better way to teach it right now, but we're working on resources. So yeah, again, she has so many different things that she needs to do, and different routes and craziness, that it's hard to compile it all into one area. It takes a lot of work to put all those resources, or to put those resources together. And for being honest, us Eltnum players are pretty lazy. So yeah, let's go into oh, here's another thing I want to talk about real quick, is side swapping. So Eltnum can side swap very easily off of most hits. Anytime you do a charged 6B in your combo, you can cancel it into 4-2-1-A to side swap. So let me show you. Right here. And then you link 2C into 2-2B, and then your normal endgame. That's how you can side swap with Eltnum, basically anywhere, as long as your combo has a 6B in it, which you can pretty much always confirm into a route that has that. So she gets side swaps very easily. Just super nice. What else did I want to cover with combo theory? We'll do CVO enders. So to dump all your resources in an attempt to kill somebody, you can do... I'll just do the CVO ender at the end of the combo. This will work off pretty much anything. There you go. That's your so that's the CVO ender you want to do when you have 200 meter and you're above 100 health, or above 30% health. For the below, or 30% and below. All right, let's try to do this combo again. I'm gonna not embarrass myself. There we go. So that's the below 30% CVO ender. And this is also her highest practical combo, highest damage practical combo. Yeah, 7259. It's a lot of damage. It looks sick. And that's a completely practical combo, because that you can use that to punish DPs, you can get that off a frame trap. Do you have any advice to more consistently get the cancel after 214AB? Do you mean into 214C? Like this? Like that? You have to wait until the hits are done. So when she pulls back, that's when you cancel. So yeah, I guess... Oh, into 412360. Oh, okay, so when you're in CVO, you can just press ACD into ABC to get infinite worth. So watch my inputs. Okay, I'm in CVO. ABC cancels into infinite worth. Is there an ender for above 30% health but less than 200 meter? At that point, you probably shouldn't be CVOing unless, I think around 170 you can do that same ender. Let's see. So let's see. What's the best way to do this? Oops, sorry. Wait, no. What am I doing? Oh yeah, you can do sorry, you can do this. Yeah. So you can do that. You don't have to do cutting sync first. You can do 421C into it. Let's see how low that works. So yeah, that's at 120, and you still have plenty of time to do it. So yeah, what's up, Suika? So yeah, that's another ender you can do there. Oh my god, my clips like shot up. I imagine everyone clipped that 2-2A combo. But yeah, you can do that. So from there, let's go. I'm sorry the combo theory section was so bad. It's a lot of information to cover that needs its own video. So my recommendation for now is watch top players, copy what they do, and you'll be golden. So for Batista, you can do a 5C starter against her flash kick. That still gives you like 5k for 100 meter. Someone banned Cookie, thank you. Let's see if I can yeah, I should be able to do it. So here's a Batista specific. What was I gonna do? Reverse action. Oops. Alright, sorry. This takes me a few tries. I don't do this combo very often. Oops. Alright, but that's basically... I got the first part of it, which is the important part. The ender is just 2-2B, 2-2B, cutting sync, whatever. I guess another thing I should go over is J214A ender. So J214A is backdash cancelable on hit. Normally, this is what it looks like when your opponent gets hit by it into the corner. They tech out really fast, but when you backdash cancel it, for whatever reason, they are stuck on the ground for a long time. So there's certain, again, this is, I have no document or whatever that says what you can do this off of, but certain combos you can do TK J214A enters, like this one. If you just spend the 5, TK J214A, backdash cancel, reload, and then you have a lot of plus frames. But that's pretty, that is like super situational for that. But the way to consistently get that ender is if you do something like this. You end in cutting sync, wait, and then cancel into it, and then you can do it. So that's the way to consistently get that ender every time. It gives you crazy frame advantage after the reload. So yeah, that's I'm sorry, that's all I can really cover about combo theory today. Again, I'm making resources, we're working on stuff, so look forward to that in the future. But for now, just watch videos of players. There's lots of footage of me. On YouTube you can find Sonaru, of course. So yeah, also I have stream archives, you can go back and watch those, whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's go again. The last section I have basically just copied Red Blade's tutorial layout. Shoutouts to him, he did a fantastic Wagner tutorial. We're gonna go into defensive options. So your go-to reversal is of course cutting sync. You get a combo off of it. You get the dump bullets off of it. Reload. She has a meterless DP, of course. 623B. Very nice in this game. 623C is 3 frames. Beats some safe jump setups. And it's tied for fastest reversal in the game along with Wagner 623C. So let's cover her OS options. So she has an option that only 2 characters have in this game as an OS, and that is the 623A used it all. You can use it for meme stuff. If you wake up 623A and it trades, you get a full combo. You can cancel it into bad on block, but you're minus. It's not a ton of... Oh my god. Sageham with the host. Holy shit. Alright. Thank you so much, Sageham. Much appreciated. But yeah, so 623A is just mainly memes. It's not super good. It's gimmicks. You don't want to use it as a reversal. It's not invuln, but it is 5 frames of startup. So her OSs, again, she gets an OS that only 2 characters have access to. Her and Akatsuki, and that is Air Throw OS. Air Throw OS is super strong because, let's start some recording here. Oops. And then slot 2. Oops. Okay. And then repeating intervals, random dummy playback. Okay. So off of her, I never even went over her air throw. I'm so stupid. So basically her air throw, I'm sorry, I completely forgot to go over her air throw. Her air throw is, I guess it's a good time to go over it now that we're introducing it. Her air throw is the fastest move in the game. It is 2 frames, and she gets a full conversion off of it, and it is a good starter. Look at that damage. So, using that, Air Throw OS is... the input is... so you're crouching already. The input is 7 AD1. Or 71 AD, sorry. 71 AD while you're crouching. So 171 AD. Something like this. So this is what it should look like. It beats assault. It beats throw or text throws, obviously. Come on, do the other one. Do the other one. Do I not have random on? I don't have random on. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's very strong. It loses to run up, do nothing, funny enough. Because when you run up and do nothing, so let's see here. Let's set dummy to Eltnum. So let's do slot 3 off. Okay, so I just input jump bag air throw and I'm blocking. That's what the dummy's doing. So let's see how that works when I try to bait out air throw OS. So run up, do nothing, and it has landing recovery, and a lot of it. So it is quite risky if they know of it, and if they're trying to call it out. So, oops. So yeah, you gotta be careful. It's the same with Akatsuki's, it's that you punish it the same way. It has a lot of landing recovery, so if you just run up, do nothing, they flinch, they do the OS, you eat a fat combo. That's just how the cookie crumbles. So that is her OS, of course. That is my go-to OS. She also has the options of... how do I clear a slot? I don't know. She also has the standard 3C AD OS, which beats anti-air, or anti-air throw OS. Standard stuff, I don't need to cover it too much. You get a full combo on counter hit. Otherwise, if it's not a counter hit, you can jump with them for a full combo. Oops. Yeah. So it's a good starter for that. And then the other OS that I personally use is the 2A DOS, which is just crouch tech, like crouch tech from Street Fighter 4. You get a button or you get throw tech. So something that is very experimental right now, and that it was brought up to me by Rakir. Shouts to Rakir. So you know how Eltnum can whiff cancel A-normals in Vorpal, right? So if someone does... This is super experimental. I've never done it in a real match, but it's kind of cool. So you can do 2A DOS, right? Which would beat a button. But this loses to Assault, because they'll jump right over your low and you'll get hit. But you can whiff cancel it into 3C. Right? So... like that. So you get the crouch tech OS and you get the anti-air all at the same time. So it's a cute little thing to mess around with. I have to mess around with it myself still. So oops. So yeah. I don't know how good it actually is, but it's interesting to say the least. But yeah, I guess that covers everything I have here on my notes. And I guess this will start the Q&A section. If you guys have any questions related to this character, go ahead and ask away. How does Gordo deal with Eltnum? Okay, so I have a lot of Gords ask me this. So you want to keep her at Mortal Slide range, because you outrange her besides ricochet shots. And if she's just spamming ricochet shots, you want to just be shielding those and getting free grid. So at like this range, Eltnum has nothing that reaches this far, except maybe 214B, which is slower than Mortal Slide. So you want to keep her at that range, and you want to pressure her approaches with Force Function. And Force Function is also good to use if you see the startup of a ricochet shot. If you react to it in time, you can just... Or if you read that she's going to do it, press Force Function. She'll eat that fat starter, and you can go into a full combo. But yeah. Other than that, I don't know. Like, what problems are you having with Eltnum specifically in the matchup? Uh, 2C, yeah. So you need to be careful. You want to use force function. You still want to present that option, but again, yeah, she has 2C as an option to blow it up. So you don't want to use it too often. Yeah, I did some block string examples earlier. I guess I can go a little bit more in depth. Eltnum's worst matchup is either Chaos or Wagner, maybe Yuzu. Those are 3 tough matchups for her. Everything else is she's either advantage or even, I'd say. That's just off the top of my head though. Having a hard Chaos matchup couldn't be me, you know. So you want to, so for block strings, basically, this is the go-to string, 5A2C, and then do whatever you want from there. You have Eltnum has a super long delay window, or stagger window on all of her normals. So you want to abuse that. Like, look at this. Like, 5A is like, yeah. Like, it's ridiculous how long you can stagger. It's like Byakuya levels. Only thing is dealing with her pressure because I get mauled at all times. Or mauled at times. It's important to use 2 COS, of course. And shield 236A so it's even on block. When should people start challenging Eltnum pressure outside of looking for whiffs? If you shield 236A, it's 0 on block. I guess you can take your time to challenge there. If she 2-2As, she's -1. That's when her turn's over in most situations. When should you... Hold on, there's a lot of questions. What's the best tech against Carmine? So Carmine, you have to be confident in your defense, win Vorpal, and then CS cutting sync out of the corner. When should you use 6B? Also, against Carmine, ricochet shots are cool. Use gunshots, but don't get you gotta watch out for 6B. Does 5A2C work when not in Vorpal? It combos and it frame traps, but it will not catch backdashes because you cannot whiff cancel the 5A into the 2C. When should you use 6B? So 6B, obviously an overhead, it's not that fast. People will get hit by it normally. But you want to use it to call out shields, basically. It's like run up 5A, 6B, like delay 6B, get them 180ing. Question being pressured by Line in the corner. I asked JJ about this one, but he told me we have to guess. Anything to look out for? I started doing 4-2-1B against Kuga, but then he started doing EX Kuga to beat that. Anytime they do EX Kuga, try to cutting sync out. If it's a true block string, nothing will happen. If you're just mashing 4-2-1C and there's a hole there, you will get out. Yeah, Line pressure in the corner is something I still struggle with myself. 2C is very dangerous. You don't want to commit to it. You just want to dash block out whenever you can. For Eltnum pressure mix, do I rely on 6B or 4-2-1A, or is it an every now and then thing? Definitely an every now and then thing. You will get bodied for relying on those. You want tick throws and frame traps. That's Eltnum's bread and butter mix. She also has a command grab. But yeah, that's why people say Eltnum has no mix-up, because this is 30 frames total and is pretty easy to react to and call out, and her overhead is 26 frames. I think it hits crouchers on 27, maybe. So yeah, you want to abuse your long staggers, the frame trap, and then this is something that will work as Eltnum. At least when you get into higher levels of play. At lower levels, people might just be mashing. But so let's say I'm constantly doing this string, and they're just respecting it every time, and I can't open them up. That's when you start doing something like that. just don't cancel it. Just, you gotta condition them, and when they're not expecting it, that's when you want to throw. Like 2C is -5, but this is still a valid mix-up in Under Night. What should I be doing or looking for in neutral matchup in general against Mika? Ricochet shots if she's flying around like crazy. Remember Tornado, the first without the follow-up is -2, so you can challenge with 5A safely. If you're reading a dash B, you can up back dive kick. That's pretty safe. Yeah, I think Mika Elt is a weird matchup because Mika has very good pressure and Eltnum also has very good pressure, and they both want to get in your face. So basically it's who can evade each other's pressure better. Alright. Who would you say is a good secondary character to have when Eltnum has a bad matchup? Wagner probably is a easy secondary to have. Wagner is one of her bad matchup, or I want to say bad matchup is a strong word. I think it's slightly Wagner's advantage. But Wagner, I think, does fine against Chaos, and Yuzu. Everyone bodies Yuzu bodies everybody. Merkava. How does Merkava do against Chaos? I honestly don't know. Or against Wagner. I think Wagner's the safe bet. But safe reloads and pressure, or in neutral or pressure without landing hits. Okay, so something you can do is, again, if they are respecting... Oh man, I never went over 5cc. I'm an idiot. Alright, better late than never, I guess. So 5cc. She pulls in. This is +3. Yeah, Yuzu takes the 5th slot. Yeah, uses the 5th slot in that. So 5cc is +3. So anytime you're plus and they're respecting your plus frames, you can sneak a reload in. Just do it in their face. This might get you killed, but as long as you are, you know, conditioning them properly. Also, another way to just get a reload out is anytime you need bullets and you have 100 meter and you have at least one bullet left, 236C. It automatically reloads, and I'm pretty sure you're safe from any range. Is Eltnum herself a popular character? People say she is, but I don't see a ton of Eltnums at events. I think Climax of Night had a ton of them for some reason. But yeah. Do you ever use... Yeah, there was like 5. There weren't that many. There's not a ton of Eltnums. There's definitely more Phonons, probably Wagners, Merkavas. Do you ever use 5cc force function 421A, or is it the memes? I saw Muon do it. 236C is -4 active reload. Thank you, Angel. So yeah, that's the safe way to reload. But anyway, do you ever use 5cc force function 421A? I mean, you can do anything. If Muon did it, it's probably pretty good, because Muon is very good. 5cc, the 5cc is one of the best places to 421A, because they're ready to respect your plus frames. But yeah, everything with 421A is memes until you properly condition. Are there any situations where 66C, 22C isn't plus? I occasionally get thrown mashed out of my reloads after combos, feels like a tight link. In the corner, 66C into reload, perfect. You need a perfect reload, or else you will be minded. There is a gap between 5cc. They can either DP if they're close enough, or assault over it, or assault out of it. Yeah, and buffer the 22C. So you want to cancel the 22C, or you cancel the 66C into 22C, and then get the perfect reload, and then you can meaty. Full screen off of it, you don't get to continue pressure, unfortunately. That's why you want to make sure. That's why she has options to side switch. You can use things like say this is where my combo is going to end. 214C dash. You know, you can use that if only if you're close to the corner but not quite there. You can use 214C to get him closer. I think Trill said 22C perfect reload was +1 to 4. Yeah, IC5CC is a smaller gap. Another thing I like about so if they ever try to mash out of it for some reason, I've had this happen a few times. If you do IC5C, so this will catch Assault and it combos on counter hit. So IC5C into 2. Oh, wait, what? Hello? Am I a liar? I swore this comboed. I could have swore this comboed. I have a clip of it somewhere. Alright, anyway, I'll have to look into that later. Never mind. But if you expect them to assault out of it, if you have enhanced bullets, you can do IC236B. It'll catch the assault. If they just sit there and block, it's plus frames. 4-frame jumpers are majority of the cast, but yeah, use the command Angel just said there in Discord. I think they can throw it if they shield too. Throw what? 5cc? Yeah, there's a 4-frame gap. Anything that's 4 frames you can throw. Or -4. What's the Discord link? Discord.me/Undernight. Could someone link it, please? I can't tab out without breaking everything. But yeah, any other questions about Eltnum or matchups or how to fight Eltnum or certain situations you find yourself in? Is there anything Elt can't do if she's shielded? Oh, do you mean like cancels? So say it messes up this, it'll probably make it whiff. I don't know what the frame rate is on if it's whiffed, but you can't. If they block 66B, no, she can. Oh yeah, Rising JA. She cannot dive kick then. Yeah. What's the best way I could do 214AB out of block? I always get 421X. You can't see us. What do you mean by out of block? And what do you mean you always get 421? I'm not understanding the situation. Most Merkava's, I think Burger Time said that Eltnum is Merkava's worst matchup. I think it's pretty close to even, probably slightly Eltnum advantage. If he's flying in the sky, you want to make sure you're ricochet shotting to try to shoot him out. Cutting sync is strong. If you ever block, here, let me show you. Let me show you something cool. Alright, so this is full screen, right? Set the dummy. Whoops, that was too early. Alright, so I set the dummy to just down back after doing 2-1-4-8, so he'll block. That is a true punish. So anytime you block 2-1-4-A, no matter where you are on the screen, you can punish it. You need a meter though. Oops. But yeah, that's a very strong thing of the what do I do as Nanase? I always get bodied in neutral. So you have to be really careful when you throw fireballs, because if you're just throwing them in neutral all the time, you're gonna get counter hit ricochet shotted. You want to play a more grounded game against Eltnum, and just abuse your normals, because things like 5B, 2C, 5B, Eltnum in that range, Eltnum doesn't really have anything to contest. Yeah, yeah, Hotashi, we're in the Q&A section now of the Eltnum tutorial. But yeah, Nanase's air game is like, it's pretty crazy, and Eltnum has pretty poor anti-airs outside of when air throw is good, then it's like the best anti-air in the game. But yeah, I think you want to play a more grounded game against Eltnum. Okay. What enhanced B starter combo do you do mid-screen? Okay, against most of the cast, you can do this. And this is what I do. Whoops. There you go. I missed the reload. I'm bad. Yeah, go ahead and clip that. That's what I do. So, like, if I'm blocking someone such as Hilda, I want to try to 214A or B into CS combo fluff. When there's a gap, I tend to do 421A instead of 214A. You have to make sure you're returning to neutral. I wouldn't recommend doing that against Hilda, though. I think it's better to just dash block to get in. Sorry, there's... if you want, on my Twitch channel, there is a first to 5 I ran with Angel of Soul, which is Eltnum versus Hilda, if you want to check that out. What are Eltnum's weaknesses? She seems like a very good all-around character. She definitely is. Her weaknesses are, at certain ranges, she doesn't have much. So she has 2B, right? Which is crazy. And then she has 5B, which is decent. 5A is really good up close. She has 2C, which is really slow but covers a lot of range. But in this range, she doesn't really have anything. This is where like a Hyde 6B or a Wagner 6B or a Aurier 5A would be dominant. So I guess in this range she struggles. She has, I don't want to say no mix-up, but not potent mix-ups like some of the cast. She doesn't have cross-ups that are like unseeable or anything like that. She has a command throw, but it's reactable. So she has to rely on frame traps and conditioning to open up the opponent, and I'd say that's her biggest weakness. Alright, sorry. Let me scroll up. Yeah, 3.8 mid-screen. This character does a lot of damage. What do you look for when you're being bullied in her dead zone? I try to dash block into a range where I can actually contest, or I backdash out to reestablish neutral and go back to shooting ricochet shots and stuff like that. When you're in the dead zone, you just gotta do whatever you can to get out, whether it's dash blocking in or backdashing out, whatever you feel is safer at the time. Yes, so that combo I just did on Aurier, let me show you a variation that will work on said characters. So this combo, the combo I did on Aurier does not work on Seth, Gordo, Chaos, Enkidu, or Eltnum, but you can edit it slightly to make it work. So instead of 5C, IC, 3C, and the 236B, you do walk back 5B, IC3C 236B. Like that. And then the rest is the same. Very easy adjustment. Is it possible to combo off 236A, 236B into CS? Yes. 236A CS is her best tool in the game. It is the best thing about her, probably. It's basically Stinger YRC. That's the problem solver, baby. 100%. How do I feel about Aurier? I think it's super even. It's like footsies at all ranges. Aurier's constantly worrying about charge shots and countering that with Divine Thrust, but I'm also trying to call out Divine Thrust with the charge shots. 2C is also trying to contest with Thrust at this range. It's fun stuff. I think it's even. So also Aurier has ways to call out Eltnum's best poke, which is 2B with 3C, and that of course low crushes. How about Yuzu matchup? Yuzu controls the pace. You can't really ricochet shot at all unless you have CS because she can teleport. Teleports behind you, nothing personnel. So that's pretty bad. But besides that, I mean, you just gotta dash block like the rest of the cast. Yuzu has no bad matchups. Know anything about Phonon B&Bs? I do, but this isn't the Phonon tutorial, I'm sorry. Is her air throw ender ever worth? If you absolutely have to, yes. And make sure you're as low to the ground as possible when you do it. How do you call out standard throw OS options on offense? Like anti-air OS, Hotashi? Is that what you mean? How do I win versus Eltnum? Just watch the set of me and Brandon from yesterday. Yes, that'd be the one. That'd be one. Okay, so what is it? Who made the anti-OS tutorial? Is that Infinity? Is that a... Oh, sorry. Did I say Brandon? I meant Miller. My bad. Is it Infinity's guide that has all the anti-OS stuff? I can cover anti-air OS here, but high-level players started OSing me mad with Hyde, and it's difficult to create opportunities to throw. So to beat anti-air OS, so they have to input 3C, which means they have to stop blocking at some point. So if you leave the gap and say you dash back in, so say, all right, I'm gonna end my block string here, but they're still chilling and they're ready to OS when I reapproach. That's when you run in really fast and throw out, sorry, you run in fast and, oh my god, you run in and just do repeated lows and stagger them and try to catch them not holding down back. What's the closest thing to a tight mix-up 50-50 situation you can create with Elt? Something like this. I have to mess around with this. I saw Sonaro doing it, but... Oops. Oh, is it not working already? Oh, hold on. Yeah, 2A, 2C. Yeah, the cross-up JB meme. That one didn't cross up. I don't know how to make it cross up. I haven't messed with this yet. So yeah, there's a basically you can restand with 236C and or 214C and do dumb shit. But yeah, Hotashi, did I answer your question? Can someone find the link to the doc that has all the OS anti-OS stuff? Hey, no problem, Papa. Thank you for watching. Okay. But yeah, basically, you just want to use a move when they're throwing out the anti-air OS. You want to use a move that's faster and will beat whatever anti-air they're doing. Yeah, there's the command for it. Throw that into the Discord and it'll get you all the info you need. Yeah, no problem, Sono. You can also do dumb stuff like this. So whenever you 214C, something like that. This spider's approach without being shot. If you think I'm gonna ricochet shot 66C, blows it up. What is the best Eltnum color that isn't the one you are currently using? I don't know what number it is, but it's called Nile over knee. It is my old color. How real is 9J214B on Wake Up? Are you saying like Wake Up command throw? I've never done it, but now I kind of want to. How real is it? I mean, not real at all, but it sounds like it would probably work eventually if you kept doing it. It's like Wake Up B drill Batista. 660 a good anti-assault for catching those who like to jump? No. You want to stick to 3C or air throw? Yeah, exactly what Suna said. So yeah, I was doing this earlier with the OS stuff, but if they ever assault, you just want to air throw them if you can. Whew, what a link. Anyone have any tips for phone on? Oh yeah, sorry. It's, Omicron Austin asked that earlier too. So with phone on, you want to get her in there. Desert Platoon's a good color. Let me get her in there. I don't know if it's even worth switching to her because I don't know what I'm going to show off, but again, like any... You want to wait for her rebeat. So just chill, just block, just try to take Vorpal. Once you're in Vorpal, wait for a rebeat, and then do that, and then you're in. I have a set versus LTP, at Frosty's. He's a phone on player if you want to check that out. It was from Frosty's top 8. That might give you some tips. Hey, thanks a lot, Arcadium. When do you shoot? When they rebeat. If they're constantly doing the same strings, wait for the rebeat, or just try and shoot your shot. I have a link. 1 second, find it. Hopefully stream isn't broken completely.
Alright, so...
Here you go. That's me versus LTP. Do you get one shot, one opportunity? Oh yeah, against Phonon, you don't want to 236A at round start because it trades with 623B. Same with Merkava. That's another Merkava thing. Don't round start 236A because 5B wins. Best thing to do is just walk back and then you can whiff punish it. 421A beats 623B though. What's the one frame link combo? Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, I just did it first try. Sick. It's 214A in the micro dash 2B. You can do 623B. If you want to round start DP, that's something you can do, but I don't know if I'd recommend it. Yeah, no problem, Ghost. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, any more questions? We hit the 2-hour mark. I say we should try to wrap this up. What's best round start against Hilda? 236A. You can 236A. You can 236A Hilda. I like to just dash block though. Thanks, Brandon. Byakuya matchup help? You want to stay on him. Once you're in his face, it's hard for him to get you off. And you can use ricochet shots to slow his approach, and then when he starts messing up on his approach, then you can go in. And once you have him in the corner, it's really hard for him to get out. Which options are good at dealing with Merkava? So if he's just flying around, you can ricochet shot him. If you ever block 214A, the hit grab that goes full screen, you can 236C on block and punish it. Yeah, you wanna be pretty conservative with assaults. You don't want to go too crazy or else you get anti-aired. Yeah, no problem, Kalaloo. Thank you for subscribing. I got 2 new subscribers today. Thank you guys. We're almost at that second emote slot where you can get the cursed picture of me in a Chuni pose. Yeah, so you want to definitely use assault, but if you're using it way too often, they are going to body you. Tanner, thank you for the sub. We're 5 away from the second emote slot. Sick. Yeah, high risk, high reward, basically. Thank you all for the follows again. Appreciate all of you. But yeah, any more questions? Yeah, screw Lina. Okay, that matchup sucks. Just kidding. It's not bad, but it's not fun. I wouldn't call assault high risk or high reward. This is not really high risk. It depends. Axel, thank you. Midhost, thank you. Damn, we need 3 more now. Should I just give 3 subs? Yeah, get your smug emotes on, your smug Eltnums. When would you air throw instead of 3C? I use 3C for obvious jump-ins. I use air throw for assaults. Oh my god. Thank you all for the subs. Holy cow. We need 1 more. And that's it. Alright, we're getting cursed emotes after this stream. Holy shit, thank you guys. Smug Eltnum's in the chat. But yeah, so when I 3C, it's off of something like, if they do something like this, you know, they like jump back and then assault, and it's super obvious, and then I 3C. Because 3C is not a great anti-air. It only works if you have plenty of time to react to it. It's small, it just straight up loses to a lot of jump-ins, like Mika, ICJC, stuff like that. And then, but for assaults, just up back and pressing grab is super easy to do, and you can react easily. The 7 AD beat assault. Yep, that's throw OS. I went over it earlier. You want? I don't think you need to do 7 180, but I do anyway. I don't think it matters. I'm gonna plead the 5th, Tammy. Yeah, exactly. Air throw OS is super strong. How does Eltnum do against characters that want to zone? It can be kind of tough for her. Against Batista, you can 4-2-1-A through the fireballs as you're moving forward, but you just gotta dash block. She can't really anti-zone with ricochet shots because they have such long startup. Yeah. I think she does okay, but she can struggle. at times. Yeah, and no counter hit on Batista, so you can still do this confirm though against Batista. Oh, sorry, against Batista. Oh my god. You can do this against Batista. You don't need counter hit. So. This works. No. Okay. So yeah. Does air grab whiff not cost grid? You're moving back, so it costs that, but I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. You just lose it for moving back. Am I dropping frames? I apologize. It should stabilize. Is it good now? About to end the stream anyway, but yeah, if no one else has any other questions, I think we can call it there. So yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Hope y'all learned something. I definitely learned a few things today, just going over my own character. So, who's your favorite Elt who's not me? Dual Seeker. What makes CS so strong? The freeze frame and 236 ACS specifically. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for all who followed and subbed. I appreciate all of you. I'll probably be back tomorrow night with another standard net play stream. I know it's been a while. But yeah, I hope you all learned something. I will upload this to my YouTube if you guys want to study. I'll try to add as many timestamps as I can to different information. And I guess look forward to some upcoming Elt combo resources. I'm sorry that we're so lacking on those, but yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.